Coverage you can count on starts with severe weather Team 6 coverage.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for our weather special this Sunday. I'm Jessica Guay. The winter storm hit our region, dropping various amounts of snow in select areas. We have team coverage on this winter storm. Bridget McClure is in Clearfield County. She's keeping an eye on road conditions there. And Crispin Havener is in Cambria County, also tracking the road conditions closer to home. But before we get to them, we begin with Bree Guy, who was standing by at the Weather Center. She's been tracking the conditions since the very beginning, causing quite a mess out there. Bree, what's the latest?
Yes, we're getting mixed precipitation between snow, ice, sleet, so just make sure you're taking it careful and slow if you're going to be out there today. And as long as that snow has moved through our area, a winter storm warning is still in effect until 1 p.m. today. And you're seeing that blue on there too. That's a wind chill advisory as well, so just make sure that you're staying bundled up and warm as it's going to be feeling cooler out there as well. Let's take a look at how this storm is tracking out right now. It's making its way more northeastward and it's moving relatively fast, so it's not going to be training over our area, so that's what's bringing those snow accumulations down a bit, especially also and you're taking in the factors, that mixture between rain and ice and sleet, so that's also what's bringing that down as well. And that's the most dangerous threat that is posing right now, that ice out there. So just make sure you're taking it slow. We're seeing another round of snow coming in right behind us as that low moves through. Snowfall total so far, we're seeing our highest at 9 inches in Stormstown. So, and most of the snow occurred right along the eastern Alleghenies. Tracking this out, we're staying relatively clear though going into Sunday. Those winds turn more northwestward, and that's bringing in that cooler air that's going to be impacting feel-like temperatures, as those winds will also be picking up as well, with gusts in the 20s and 30s by tomorrow. So just make sure you're just staying bundled up and make sure you're bringing those pets inside, as these are no conditions for them to be out there right now.
The northern part of our region is being affected the most by the winter storm. Our Bridget McClure joins us live near Interstate 80, tracking the latest conditions. Bridget, how's it looking there?
Well, good morning, Jessica. Right now, the winds are pretty strong and there's some snow flurries coming down, but we want to show you something that's very rare, a desolate Interstate 80. In the about 20 or 30 minutes that we've been here, we've only seen about 5 cars, and I do want to stress to you that there is ice on the roadway right now. There appears to be about 3 layers on the road, a layer of snow, a sheet of ice, and then more snow. But here's some video we shot of the interstate around 7 o'clock. We actually saw 2 tractor trailers, both taking their time. However, a commercial vehicle ban is still in effect until later today. That means no big rigs, tractor trailers, or buses are allowed on the interstate right now. PennDOT officials say that ban was lifted from I-70 from the Maryland line to Breezewood. State police are out enforcing this ban. We actually saw troopers pulling over tractor trailers. Drivers should also know the speed reduction to 45 miles per hour is still in place here on I-80 and I-99. Now, here on the interstate and throughout the city of DuBois, we haven't seen many cars on the roadway. So it appears that drivers are listening to these warnings and not traveling unless it's necessary. PennDOT also tells me they do believe that commercial vehicle ban has contributed to less drivers on the roadways. So everybody, again, just stay safe out there. We'll have another update for you from Clearfield County coming up a little later on. Reporting live, I'm Bridget McClure, 6 News.
All right, thanks, Bridget, and you stay safe out there. Let's now go to Crispin Havener. He's in suburban Johnstown with a look at how things are in the southern part of our viewing area. Crispin.
Jessica, good morning to you. The winds of change are blowing in here as we speak. Just in about the 3 hours I've been up, we've seen temperatures plummet more than 15 degrees. Wind chills right now hovering right around 0. And road conditions, Bridget, you were saying that a rare interstate that is very empty. We're looking out here at Scalp Avenue and Route 219 behind us. We've hardly seen a car come out here as well. Roads are pretty good considering they're still slick. You got to take it slow. Even our major roads here, while they're open, do have speed reductions on them, down to 45 miles an hour on the main highways around here. But if you are used to driving in winter conditions, as long as you take it slow, we should be okay for now. But the big story is going to be, as we make our way through the morning and afternoon, are these temperatures. They're already starting to plummet. We're expecting to see wind chills, as Bree mentioned, hovering into the double digits below 0 as we make our way through the afternoon and evening. That's going to switch things up here. Take the snow that we've been seeing, and we can already see it here. We got big ice chunks already, and that's going to become worse as we make our way through the afternoon as the snow that we've received here in Johnstown, about 4 inches in Johnstown, 7 in Altoona, and 9 in State College, all going to become frozen. So if the kids want to get out and play in this stuff, make sure they're bundled up and take extra care as we make our way out through these conditions. Many people also trying to figure out they're going to have church services as well, and other events throughout the day. Make sure to check our website and maybe call ahead if you do have any plans to go out throughout the morning. We'll be back with you in a little bit. For now, Jess, we'll send it back to you in our studios.
Thank you, Crispin. And yes, as you just mentioned, there are some churches that have canceled their services for the day due to the winter weather. They are St. Mark's Episcopal in Johnstown, Trinity Lutheran Church in Johnstown, and First Evangelical Church in Phillipsburg, and Kerwinsville Alliance Church. Now for a look at a full list of closings, you can just head to our website. That's WJACTV.com. That link will be the first one you see on our website. The statewide ban on commercial traffic is still in effect for a few more hours on interstate roads and the Pennsylvania Turnpike, so keep that in mind. On Friday, Governor Tom Wolf declared a state of emergency ahead of the weekend storm. The declaration increased funding for storm-related needs. Wolf also imposed travel and speed restrictions across the state. The ban is scheduled to end at noon today. State leaders want motorists to continue exercising caution while traveling out there. Heavier amounts of snow came down to the north of the region last night. Gary Sinderson got a close look of how travelers were trying to adapt to the weather on Interstate 80.
It's not often you can drive down the middle of an interstate with no one else on the roadway, but that's what we were doing Saturday night on Interstate 80. Governor Tom Wolf declared a storm travel ban for commercial vehicles on many interstates. We did find one big rig on I-80, but most drivers pulled over, not knowing when they'd get back on the road.
Yeah, I've spent here tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know what time they'll reopen for the interstate highway.
A snow emergency has been declared in State College and many other communities, asking you to get vehicles off roadways to allow room for the plows. PennDOT, by the way, has a new addition to their plow fleet called a tow plow. It can clear an entire roadway.
It gives us the ability to plow multiple lanes at one time. There's a plow on the front of the truck, and then there's also this plow right here that can swing out beside the plow truck, and it can plow about 3 lanes of traffic at one point in time.
Center County's Office of Emergency Services and other agencies bringing in added staffers, but so far they haven't reported any storm-related emergencies. Gary?
PennDOT says if you're looking for a part-time job this winter, they are hiring plow drivers. Even though the majority of the storm has since passed, crews say more work still needs to be done. PennDOT says crews will be out trying to keep roads safe, but they say drivers shouldn't rely on that. They said that their main priority was to treat those interstates and major routes in our area and also tackle the icy spots we may see this morning due to the low temperatures we were expecting. Now, despite the speed restrictions, some people we talked to said they'll be staying off the roads and making some changes to their weekend plans.
Have a movie night, just stay inside all day, or if the snow stops coming down so hard, to go outside and play.
Sounds like a good idea to me. PennDOT says they would have crews out plowing all throughout the storm and even into Monday if it's still needed. You can follow their plowing progress and road conditions through their website, 511pa.com. In preparation for the cold, several areas were opening warming stations. In the northern Cambria region, officials say the Contras Greer Social Hall would be used as a warming center. There were also warming stations in Somerset County to were planned for the Windber area. The primary warming station is the Calvary United Methodist Church in Stockholm Avenue. The secondary warming center is the Windber Community Building on Graham Avenue. Officials say these shelters would be opened as needed. If you are in the Windber area and find yourself needing some help, you can contact first responders. Pennsylvania officials are warning residents to keep their outside meters and exhaust vents clear of snow and ice to avoid the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. Residents should use a brush or broom to gently clear the areas around meters. That's according to the Pennsylvania Association of Hazardous Materials Technicians. You shouldn't melt snow on meters with a heat source or chip or scrape away ice. Officials say exhaust vents for heaters, furnaces, and fireplaces should also be cleared to avoid the buildup of carbon monoxide. Crews are continuing an investigation into a massive fire in Breezewood that lit the town more than usual. Now, this video was taken from the PA traffic cameras in that area. Look at those flames and all of that smoke. The Econo Lodge, which sits at the intersection of Route 30 and Interstate 70, was fully involved. Crews initially responded to a rekindle of a blaze earlier Saturday, but the rekindle spread throughout much of the hotel, at times coming close to the I-70 on-ramp.
Well, the snow is on its way out of here and trekking its way northeastward. Stay tuned to take a look at snow totals and the after effects on the snow on temperatures and dangerous wind chills.
Your severe weather Team 6 forecast.
Well, as that snow continues to make its way out of our area, a winter storm warning is still in effect until 1 p.m. today across our entire region. And if you're seeing this blue over here as well, that is a wind chill advisory. As after that snow is passing through, temperatures will be dropping significantly, and it's going to be feeling quite cold out there, dangerously cold. So make sure that you're staying bundled up and bring your pets inside, as there's no conditions for them to be out there right now. Taking a look at the live radar, we're seeing that mixture of rain and ice moving out, and we're just seeing a little last bits of snow moving through on the back end of that low pressure system, making its way northeastward. And so that snow is going to be moving out of here relatively quickly, so it won't be training over our area. We'll just maybe adding some inches to that snow totals across the region. However, our main concern is going to be the icing, and that's going to be the dangerous part. So just make sure you're taking it slow and easy if you're going to be on the roads today. As taking a look for our snow totals so far, Stormstown at 9 inches, going down to Puzzletown at 8.5. State College was at 8 inches, Altoona at 7.3, and Williamsburg at 7. So most of our snow occurred right along the eastern Alleghenies. And reading off a few other snow totals are just coming in Bedford and New Paris at 5, Blair and Tyrone at 6.9, Cambria County and Evansburg had 4 inches, Cameron Emporium at 6, Clearfield had 3.7. However, Du Bois had 1.5 inches because they had that mixing of sleet and rain in there. So that was what's bringing down their snow totals, but still dangerous out there if you're going to be on the roads as well. And in Huntington County, Caseville, and 5.5 inches. So widespread snowfall across the board. But the bulk of it did occur along the eastern Alleghenies. And just taking a look at Futurecast, that snow is on its way out of here. Those winds turn more northwestward, bringing in that cooler air that's going to be bringing down our temperatures and impacting wind chill significantly. We see that the snow is clear and staying at bay. Even clouds start to clear out as well, so there may be some sunshine. However, the sunshine won't be bringing warming as that cool air continues to filter through. Futurecast wind gusts. This is Monday morning, 34 in Somerset, 31 in Bedford, and even going more up north to Du Bois at 25, and along the eastern Alleghenies and State College at 31. And those are going to continue to be picking up and being high throughout the day and not tapering off until Tuesday morning as well. And as those winds pick up as well, the Futurecast feels like are going to be in the negatives. This is Monday evening going into Tuesday. We're still in the negatives in Somerset. And then going to Monday, we're even dropping down to negative 22 as a feel like temperature. So just taking a quick look at the 7-day, the Monday is looking cool and dismal at a high of 8, dropping down to negative 3 as the real temperatures. Tuesday, though, and throughout the rest of the week, we'll be bringing back up to more seasonable temperatures. However, that snow chance does occur again. Going into Wednesday, however, nothing as bad as what we've been experiencing this past weekend. And just make sure you're staying tuned to the WJAC weather app to staying up to date and staying safe out there as well.
I am just glad that it's coming to an end today, because it's just been a mess. I feel like when there's a mix of freezing rain.
That mixture is what's going to be that dangerous, and that ice out there. And then on the back end of this system, it's going to be feeling very cold.
I know. Looking at that 7-day forecast, the negatives tonight. Just stay inside, right?
Yeah, stay inside
warm.
if you can. Avoid travel if you can, and just stay warm.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Bree. And we're going to take a live look right now at Scalp Avenue in Johnstown. Looks like a mess out there. Our team coverage will continue next. We continue our team coverage now of the winter storm and its effects. We want to bring back reporter Crispin Havener, who's been monitoring the road conditions in Cambria County, and he joins us live with how the roads are looking right now. Crispin.
Hey there. Maybe we didn't quite get the snow totals we were expecting to get earlier in the week, but still several inches. And the big story now changing to those colder temperatures. You can probably hear the wind blowing behind me here. It's turning a lot of the snow we have been getting into big chunks of ice like this, and we're going to be seeing that as we make our way through the afternoon as these temperatures continue to plummet. We're looking at wind chills barely above 0 now. and those wind chills will probably drop to about 15 below zero as we make our way into the afternoon and evening. I'm looking at our poor photographer Steve here. He's taking the shield here because it's really blowing in our faces right now. Maybe a good day to just enjoy some hot chocolate, some coffee, stay in, watch WJAC or the football games later, and stay in. But if you do have to be out on the roads, a little slick out there, be careful as you make your way about the area today. For now, reporting live in Johnstown, I'm Chris Patavener for 6 News.
Thanks, Crispin. Go get warm. Looks windy out there. And now we're sending it over to Bridget McClure, who's been monitoring the conditions in our northernmost part of the region. Now, Bridget, we know your area and the surrounding areas were hit the most by this storm. Have the roads improved at all there?
Well, Jessica, we didn't get those 12 to 18 inches that we were first calling for. We got, right now I can see about 3 to 4. It's snowing right now, and the roads, they're really icy. There's a big, thick layer of ice underneath. You can hear it crunching under my shoe, and then a layer of snow on top. But one of the things officials told me they were worried about before this storm hit was power outages and down power lines. But if you take a look, they seem to be pretty clear right now. Just a few icicles hanging off of them and a little bit of snow on top. According to the First Energy website, there are about 40 to 100 people experiencing some issues throughout Clearfield and Center counties, but they tell me that is pretty low for a storm of this magnitude and those types of things. So again, stay safe out on the roadways. That travel ban is still in effect in the 45 miles per hour on Interstate 80, but again, safe travels out there, everyone. Reporting in Du Bois, I'm Bridget McClure, 6 News.
All right, thanks, Bridget, for keeping us updated. And while many were staying put during the storm, others were enjoying the winter weather at the Fire and Ice Festival in Somerset. It's an annual winter event that provides activities for all ages. Many of those events featured a board game theme this year. Event organizers said this weekend's weather was actually good for their festival because it features ice sculptures. Pennsylvania is not the only state dealing with the effects of this winter storm. Severe weather also brought blankets of snow for the Syracuse, New York area. Steady snowfall covered much of the sky and ground yesterday, continuing into the night. So far, the city has accumulated at least 8 inches of snow with gusty winds blowing and drifting snow throughout the sky. Meteorologists say temperatures consistently stayed in the teens, along with frigid wind chills ranging between 5 and -5 degrees. Snowfall is expected to continue throughout Monday into midday, adding at least 2 more inches of accumulation. Winter storm also dumped snow across the Midwest. This video was taken yesterday in Chicago. You can see a great deal of snow already on the ground. Pockets of heavy snow started falling in Chicago and its suburbs Friday night. The city of McHenry recorded about 10 inches of snow by Saturday morning. Also in Lake Michigan, you can see the water crashing into the shore. The storm has also led to hundreds of cancellations at Chicago's 2 major airports, and the weather was blamed for flights skidding off the runway at O'Hare Airport. No injuries reported in that incident. Michigan is also another place who got hit by the snow. As Coco McAvoy reports, while some people were preparing to stay safe, others had a little fun with the snow.
The Wendell family is embracing the piles of snow from Mother Nature.
We love it. If it's going to be cold, it's going to be winter. Got to enjoy the snow.
And the best way to enjoy the snow is to play in it.
We were building a snow fort and making snow angels and having a snow fight.
It's just what Isabella and her younger sister Leilani have wanted all winter.
She was kind of cried on Christmas that there wasn't any snow, so she was ecstatic when she saw there was snow this morning. She loved it.
Not everyone is loving the snow, though.
I hate it. I was hoping it would not hit us, and now I'm hoping it melts by Tuesday.
Nancy Rose works in the snow all day and wasn't even able to escape the snow when she got home because she had shoveling to do.
The snow's not that heavy, so it's good, but it's cold. I've been outside. I work outside, so I'm tired. I want to go inside, get warm.
Driving in the snow isn't much fun either. The roads are messy and road workers are busy.
We are fully staffed right now, a truck for every run.
The snow has stopped falling for the most part, and now we'll have to prepare for the bitter cold weather coming our way.
Some residents in Wisconsin also got out to enjoy the snow. Amanda Becker reports those residents considered their hometown a winter wonderland.
It's like a scene right out of a snow globe.
A good foot or so, playing out in the snow with the kids.
Snow fell most of the day in 2 rivers.
I don't know, but it's a lot of snow.
Surrounding areas got a dusting that didn't stick around long.
I prayed for it because this next coming Saturday is my grandson's birthday party at the sledding hill in Manitowoc, and we needed snow.
Some called it a wish come true.
I wanted a couple inches, I didn't want a foot.
When it comes to why this area got more snow than others, it was because of the lake. That 2 rivers is the only area that saw any accumulation.
Along the lakeshore, we usually always get a dumping because we're our little point out into the lake. So we always get hit here pretty hard.
It's very light and fluffy.
In this neighborhood, people cleared their sidewalks and driveways.
First one, we were lucky so far with the whole month of January so far, but now we're going to get her, I think, in February, and some cold weather is going to come too, I think. So.
One could say this is a friendly reminder that winter has arrived.
It was Christmas with no snow, and it's just starting to hit now.
Six News, coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone, this Sunday morning. Here's a live look in Clearfield County right now. Some snow is hanging onto some trees there. Only a few cars have been seen driving on the roads. Our Bridget McClure reports ice is still on the road from the freezing rain we got overnight, and that there appears to be 3 layers on the road: snow, a sheet of ice, and more snow. So be careful there. And here's a live look at Scalp Avenue in Johnstown right now. Doesn't look very busy because look how bad the roads look right now. We saw 4 inches of snow from yesterday's storm, and the back end of the system could bring another inch. As our Crispin Havener reports, the roads are still slick from the variety of precipitation we saw. Now, here are some more church closings this morning. Ebensburg Evangelical Bible Church, Conemaugh First United Methodist, and Dunlow United Methodist will not have Sunday services today due to the weather. For a full list of closings, go to WJACTV.com. That link will be the first one you see on our website. And now we want to get a final look at our forecast with Bree here. Give us some good news.
Well, the snow is on its way out of here for today. However, the back end of that is going to be bringing cooler temperatures, dangerous wind chills, so just make sure that you are staying safe and as warm as possible, and make sure you're bringing your pets inside as well. We're having another round of snow though coming into the later half of the week. However, temperatures will be more seasonable for those 2 days and then coming back down on Friday. So
not liking those negatives at night.
Like winter.
Oh, no, definitely. Everybody just bundle up, stay warm, and stay safe if you have to travel today.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Bree, for keeping us updated. That's all for our weather special on WJAC. Have a great Sunday.